Today's episode is brought to you by the Be Real Podcasting Network. For more episodes like this, check out BREELnetwork.com.
Hey, Tony, I like video games.
Hi, Jake, I like video games too.
And welcome to Hey, I Like That Game. Hi there, Tony, how's it going?
I'm good, bud. It's good. It's good to talk to you. It's good to be down the show again.
Yeah, it's been a hot second.
I know, but a hot second.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, a hot second. No.
Yep. Should we restart?
We don't have to restart, Dick.
Alright, Tony. So what have you been playing recently?
So it's been a while since we've done an episode,
Mm-hmm.
and I played a bunch of different stuff. Like, it's kind of hard to... the other thing that happened was my PC died. I had a graphics card take a dump on me, so I kind of went back to the console for a little bit. I played through the newest God of War 2018.
Ooh, nice.
I like that game, but I don't think it's not as good as the game media right now thinks it is, in my opinion. Everyone's giving it like a 10 or a 9.5. Like, I'd give that game like an 8.5, maybe a 9, but it's good. It's pretty fun. I also played Pyre, that game from Supergiant Games.
Yeah.
It's almost like an NBA Jam, but with like crazy characters, and like it's a very weird game. Like, it's really hard to explain, but that game's really fun. And I also bought Knights of the Old Republic for my phone, so it's a mobile version of that game, and it's pretty neat.
That exists?
I bought it for $3 because it was on sale. I've never played through Knights of the Old Republic. I've never played that game before, so I'm playing through.
Stop then. Wait for the next episode after this, because we're totally doing that then.
No way, dude. I already have a different game planned. But I've already started. I'm getting a little far. Game's pretty fun. It's perfect for the commute. It's like a perfect commute game, because I can sit and play for an hour and feel like I got shit done, and then I can put it away or pick it back up when I'm about to go to bed. Like mobile, and like it controls really well too. So like it's the perfect place to play that game for me. It's so convenient.
Oh man, I love that game.
Mm-hmm.
I love.
Yeah,
that
what have you been playing since the break?
Well, I've actually been through a pretty huge Nintendo kick. So I started playing Pokemon Ultra Sun, which is the follow-up to the most recent generation, which I think is the 8th generation. And, okay, I thought this was going to be like more of a different game. It really is basically just a retread of Sun and Moon, just with some added features. And this is really kind of exposing to me the flaws of that generation of games. Because it's a really slow and dragging progression through it. It tries to be too cinematic, and there's like a lot of unnecessary long conversation breaks and like mini games, and it really breaks up the flow of it a lot.
Especially up front, like that game takes so long to get started.
Yeah. So I've been playing through that though, but it's the Pokemon game, and I still love Pokemon, so I'm a sucker for it.
Are you nuzlocking it?
No, I'm trying to do a single type team, so all my Pokemon have fire as their primary or secondary typing.
Oh, that's a really interesting little wrinkle.
Yeah.
I actually, speaking of Pokemon, I've been playing Pokemon Emerald. I've been doing that Nuzlocke. It's fucking impossible. It's so hard.
Have you Nuzlocked before?
Yeah. I've never completed one, but I've gotten very far.
Okay.
But this one, you can't. It makes it very hard to get past the 4th gym, like real hard.
Yeah. For our listeners who don't know what Nuzlocking is, that's basically just self-imposed rules for a playthrough of Pokemon, where you can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter in a new area, and if a Pokemon faints, then you treat it like as a permadeath situation and release it. And you're also supposed to nickname the Pokemon, but that's more of an unwritten rule. And it just makes it more challenging and engaging, because Pokemon is kind of a kid's game, so it's really not that hard.
Part of the fun of it, though, and especially in the nicknames, it's like you're giving it more of a personality, and because you get to catch so few Pokemon, it's like, I like the nicknaming part. Like it builds the story a little bit more.
Absolutely.
It's a fun way to play that game. But what else? I quit playing that because it's too hard. I quit playing it because I was like, by the third time I started that Emerald Nuzlocke run, and I lost each time, I got a little bit farther, but I would lose my starter to like a one-hit kill or random critical hit, and it's like, oh, yeah, there's nothing I can do about that.
It's like, heartbreaking.
It's the fucking worst. But anyways.
Then we've been in this for a while, but I have two other I want to touch on real quick. So I've been playing a lot of Super Mario Odyssey. And I was kind of critical of that game when it first came out. I played through it really quickly and like beat the main story and was underwhelmed. And I've been playing it a whole bunch more, like the post-game stuff, and it's really picked up for me. It's been a lot more fun, and that game's real solid.
Agreed, man. I actually kind of stopped at the post-game stuff. So the fact that you're saying that it's converted you, because I remember you were saying you did not like it that much, or didn't understand why it was so good.
Right. It was my God of War.
Yeah. No, I was just about to say that. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
We're so in sync, buddy.
I know. It's almost like we do a podcast together. Hey.
Yeah. Hey. Plug for Hey, I like that game.
In the show. We're so fucking meta.
Final Nintendo game I've been playing, I picked up Pokemon Go again for a little bit.
Oh my god.
Because they recently released a new update that gave like daily quests and like different sorts of quests. Like you have different conditions that you would have to meet in order to beat the daily quest, and if you got 7 of those consecutively, you could catch a legendary Pokemon, which was Moltres at the time I was playing. And I also, not too long ago, moved to Manhattan, and this is probably the best place in the world as far as like abundance of Pokestops, gyms, and now that the raid mechanic's into it, people who also do the raids. So like that all in conjunction made me like stick on the game for probably like 3 weeks, which probably is the longest I've continuously played it since it released. But
yeah,
still, it just doesn't keep you engaged for any longer than that. It's not until like something is done to make the kind of core, maybe like fighting mechanic fixed. It's always gonna become like a one and done sort of thing, and maybe it will come back up with a update like it did recently, but never gonna stick.
My problem with that game is it's not a Pokemon game. It's just a shitty mobile game dressed up like Pokemon. Like, that's all it is. Like, if they changed it from, like, catching a shit ton of Pokemon, that's, like, the draw, like, the gameplay loop. If the gameplay loop was battling, and they made the battling fun and engaging, that game would be awesome.
Yeah, that's what I think, too. But
they really... They just designed it very weird. They designed it very much like Ingress, the game they made before this. That game's weird. But I'm sure... Alright, I've always wanted to ask you this, like, as a Pokemon Go player in a big city, did you meet anybody because of that? Like, going to the raids and interacting with people? Like, does that happen, or does everyone just stand there staring at their phone?
It is like a lot of people standing there, and also with the thing of it just being so populous around here, you don't really know who's playing at a raid and who's just like standing around or walking in New York. But I had played a whole bunch, and there was a gym at the Starbucks down my block, so I would always like fight in that gym and try to hold it. and I got an invitation to, I think it was like an EX raid or something, and it was like given like a little virtual ticket, like be at that Starbucks at this time on this day for a special raid. So I go to it, and it was basically we had the opportunity to catch Mewtwo, but there was a group of like 50 or 60 people around who were like really conspicuously playing, and like we're talking about it, and there were a few people who were like coordinating to make sure that everybody got into like a raid group that was maxed out so they'd be able to beat it. And that was a cool little like moment of in real life interaction around the game. But I came with like, it was like a reward because I had played enough and kind of gotten singled out, as opposed to just like in general in the wild in day-to-day normal play it didn't really happen.
Very interesting.
But yeah, it was a cool experience, it really was, but the game's just still not gonna, I don't think, ever going to keep my attention for too long at a given stretch of time. But we're off that now, and now it's time for today's game, which is the PlayStation 2 launch title Tekken Tag Tournament.
Oh my god, dude! When you picked this game, I got so excited because this was my launch title for the PS2. Like I remember clearly when I got a PS2. Like I remember that Christmas. I remember that moment, and I remember having this and Dynasty Warriors 2. I think it was.
Oh yes.
I played so much Tekken Tag Tournament because I fucking hate Dynasty Warriors, but like. Tekken Tag Tournament, this game's great. This game's so good.
Yeah,
so good.
So, I'm sure you're chomping at the bit to talk about this, but give us your history with fighting games, Tony.
Oh, just in general? Oh,
yeah.
Man. So I've been playing fighting games my entire life. Like, I got super into Super Smash Brothers. Like, you know, I played that for years. Like, almost every day for a couple of hours, like, practicing and shit. Like, go to tournaments. I have a Smash Brothers tattoo. Like, played a lot of like that game a lot. But I've also played probably about half as much Street Fighter as I have like Smash Brothers. So like tons of like 2D fighters, 3D fighters, fucking so many different fighting games. But this one in particular, like, started kind of a love affair with Tekken for a short time. Like, this game is great. It has so many good characters, so much good shit. This game feels straight out of the 90s, too. Like, I know it came out in 2000, but my god, it's like, it feels like The Matrix a little bit. Like, the styling.
Oh my god, you just nailed it.
Yeah, like, the styling of all the characters, it's like, fucking... The only thing it's missing is like a dude with sunglasses and a trench coat,
which is probably an alternate skin for 3 of the characters.
They put that into Tekken 4.
Probably, yeah.
So yeah, I've been playing fighting games for a long time, and like this is one of my favorite ones. Like if I was making a top 5 list, it's probably in there. What about you? Like what made you want to play this game?
So this was again one of the launch titles for the PS2. I didn't really recall, but in doing a little bit of research around this, I didn't realize how weak the PS2 like starting lineup was, and this was really like one of the only games that you would want to get on as a launch for the PS2 for like the first year. That and Dynasty Warriors 2, which another day.
And what was that other game, that fireworks game? It was called like Fantasia or something like that. Or
oh yeah,
you know what I'm
that was
talking
such
about?
an oddity. Yeah,
that game sucked too. Anyways, continue.
Yeah. So this was a game we had for the PlayStation 2, and I would play this all the time because it was the new console we had in the house, and this was the game we had for it. But for general in fighting games, they've always been a bit more of a novelty in my kind of catalog. I mean, I got into the Smash Bros. Games just like everybody else in our generation did, but other than that, I had a couple like weird licensed 2D fighting games on the Genesis. I had Soul Calibur for the GameCube. I had a Tekken game on the PSP, but I haven't bought any like fighting games outside of that. I'll play them if other people are playing them at a friend's house, but I don't really seek them out.
Yeah. You don't like sit down with it and like learn it. It's like you kind of play through it if it's there, but like it's not something like you said. You don't seek out fighting games.
But for this playthrough, for this podcast, I did take a little bit of time to try to learn the combos for different characters and get better at the depth of the game. And I think it pays off, and it does make the experience more interesting and tactile.
Yeah, it's and Tekken is a good one for that. Like Tekken kind of sits in a spot in between like the hardcore 2D fighters of like your Street Fighters and King of Fighters and stuff like that. Tekken sits in between that and like Smash Brothers, where I think like Smash Brothers is like one of the easiest to pick up, right? Street Fighter is like one of the hardest. Tekken's like right in between that, like easy to pick up, hard to master. It has a lot of different styles to it. The characters are wildly unique, you know. So it makes it easier to kind of pick around and figure out the characters that like you're innately good with, and then you can drill down deeper because there's a lot of combos in the game. You know, like certain characters will go for like really long air juggles. You know, like popping somebody up and then continuing to kick them while they're in midair. You know, which is really fun. Like that's a crazy thing to do. Others like hit for power. You know, because that's how I like to play. I'm like a power. Power guy. I can't do the long combos.
Oh, I would always love to do the air juggles. I could only remember a few combos that I had learned when I was younger, but like in some of the practice mode, you pick up a few more too. But let's see. So it's Tekken is a 3D fighting game. So you know there's strafing and back and forth different planes of movement, which is so weird for fighting games that there's that distinction of 3D versus 2D fighting game.
Right?
Fighting games are so strange. But I remember this game's big thing being like Tekken is like for like air juggling, like there's no weapons in combat, you're not shooting out fire blasts or Hadoukens or anything like that. It's a bit more grounded as far as what you're going to be doing when you're fighting.
Yeah, and it's up close and personal. You know, it is truly one-on-one. Like you said, there's not a lot of projectiles. There are characters that have them, but it's usually like a crazy super move, like Angel or Devil. Like they can do that shit.
Oh well, they suck though.
I think True Ogre can do a projectile too. But like weapons and projectiles few and far between. It's all about like martial arts. You know, the hand-to-hand combat. Like I really like the amount of style each individual character has. Like the difference between Brian Fury and Eddie Gordo is just like crazy, you know, like those two guys couldn't get any more different, and they're in the same game, you know. Who did you like to play with? Like who was your go-to fighters?
So the person who I think I'm best with is oh god, I don't remember what his first name in this one is. I think Martial Law, basically the dude who's Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Because he has a like really easy combo setup. Basically, if you press in both his kick attacks, he does like a backflip kick that sends him flying in the air, and it's just really easy to establish combos from that. Besides him, I would sometimes pick Jack, who's basically like a big Arnold Schwarzenegger looking robot who has really heavy hitting moves, or my personal favorite in the franchise, Yoshimitsu, who's the sword wielding crazy armored ninja guy with the really easy to land kick combo.
Yeah, oh my god, I knew it. Like I fucking knew it. I even remarked to my girlfriend, I was like going through the characters and stuff, and she saw Yoshimitsu and was like, "Who's this guy?" I was like, "That's Yoshimitsu. He's kind of he's a shitty character, but he can be good. I guarantee Jake is gonna play this character." I called it from a mile away. But like he's good. Like he has some very interesting stuff. I like how he can make himself dizzy by doing the spin punch. It's fucking great. He's interesting.
All right, like, who would you play?
So my favorite character in this entire series, like, I've played almost every Tekken. I've probably missed the last two. Like I haven't played Tekken 7. I think that's the one they're on right now. I haven't played that one or the other ones. But since Tekken 2, the first one I ever had, King has been my boy.
King.
So, because I think he looks sweet, and like his moveset's awesome. Like the fact that he has like chain grabs, like if you grab into if you get one grab, that's like a special input than the normal grab inputs. You can do, if you know the combination and timing, you can like extend this grab out, and it does like half a bar of life.
Yeah, it's so bullshit.
It's awesome. It's fucking great. But then he has a bunch of really hard-hitting moves, like stuff like where he tries to clothesline you, or like throws like a back kick at you like really fast, and the Frankensteiner where like he flips his legs over his head and like grabs the guy by the neck and then like flips him over. Basically, like the Shawn Michaels wrestling move.
Now,
I
describe
like him a lot.
describe to us, Tony. What does King look like?
King, oh my God, King is a wrestler. So imagine a wrestler, like a normal everyday wrestler, like not like a Hulk Hogan, but like a big like kind of luchador wrestler. But instead of having a normal luchador mask on, he has a jaguar head.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a jaguar person who is also a wrestler.
Yeah, and
it's pretty great.
When I was younger, and I had no idea what any character in Tekken was like, I always thought he was like some kind of magic half jaguar man. And was like some weird magical creature instead of just some guy in a mask.
I know, but like the game makes it seem like that mask is like special. Well, it makes his head actually a jaguar. Like, it doesn't feel like it's just a mask. And there's probably a bunch of fucking story about that, but that's one thing about this game. It tries to have a story, and it's so incomprehensible.
That's all fighting games. That's
very true, though. It's also very true. But outside of King, I really, really liked. I like Jin. I like Kazuya, who Jin's father. I like those two characters a lot. Like those are my favorite because they.
I thought they were brothers.
No, it's father-son. So Heihachi's like the grandfather. Kazuya is the dad. Jin is the son.
Okay, all right, there we go. Still learning about the lore to this day.
So, yeah, of course I know the fucking Tekken lore of all the fucking things that I remember.
Of all the useless knowledge you have.
Right. But those two characters, the Jin and Kazuya. Those two characters, they have this really easy like spin kick. We'll do like a block high spin kick and then sweep on the second one. So like it's really easy to catch somebody if they're not blocking correctly, and that can lead into other combos. Like the thing that I always do is like stay in the each other's face, like stay in the other person's face, like hard knockdown, so they're on the ground, right, and then just run at them to either like to bait out like a sweep kick or to hit them as they're trying to get up. You can really like I was able to kill some guys like in 3 or 4 hits because like you just hit them with big impactful moves in moments when they cannot block. It's great.
Crazy.
It's just I love this game, dude. Like this game is pretty good. So you played with Forest Law. Did you unlock all the characters on your playthrough?
I unlocked a good amount of them. Not all of them though, but there's a solid amount of unlockable characters in this game.
Yeah, there's a ton of characters. How many are there?
I think I did look this up and then forgot the number. I'm just gonna shot in the dark guess and say 27, something like that. But yeah, so when you were wait 1 minute. Boasting a total of 39 playable characters, so it was way less.
That's it's a lot of characters, man. It's pretty great.
So when you were playing, was most of your experience this time through playing just versus a computer, or were you playing against people a lot?
So I played mainly against the computer. I didn't have a ton of people to come over. I had a buddy. I was like, hey, come over and play some Tekken for this podcast with me, and he was like, nope, I hate Tekken. I was like, fuck. But like sometimes it's hard to get people like together to play a fighting game. Like it's way easier to just jump online and play these days.
Right.
But yeah, I mainly played computer. Did you play against humans?
I mean, yeah, just like a few times here and there. Again, it is difficult to rope people into this into fighting games, especially in I think fighting games that are 18 years old. More so.
Right. Yeah.
Not a whole lot of my friends around here get it quite like we do.
Right.
But yeah, for the most part, it was versus computer doing the arcade mode playthrough, which is the closest thing to a story mode this game has.
Yeah, it's so weird. So Tekken has a history of having like a bunch of modes in the game itself. So in this game, there's the arcade mode where you mainly play to unlock characters, which there's a lot of them. So like every time you win an arcade mode, you unlock a character. So you got to do that a lot. But once you get to a certain point and unlock I think the character is it's like real ogre or something like that. It's like this crazy looking thing.
Yeah.
A new unlockable menu opens on the start of the game called Tekken Bowl.
The best game mode ever.
It's the fucking craziest thing. It's so awesome that this is in this game. So Tekken, as we said, is a fighting game, a 3D fighting game. The guys at Namco were like, hey, we're going to make a bowling game. So they made a bowling mini game with all the Tekken characters. It's fucking awesome. Like, it's such
so
a
good
game mode. It's such a good game mode.
I'm so happy you brought that up.
It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good.
Like, and it's like a fully fledged out bowling game. Each one of the characters bowls differently. And when you're like lining up for your shot, it goes in kind of like this quasi first person viewpoint looking at the pins. And for the character Jack, who's a robot, his overlay is kind of like the Terminator looking at these pins. It's hilarious. There's so much thought and detail put into this dumb bowling mini game.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was about to say that same thing. Like when you do it with Jack, you get like a laser sight on the pins. It's so interesting, and like again, just like you said, like each character has their own little thing. Like some characters are right-handed, some are left. Some will do a bigger degree of spin or like swing, hook or the hook to your ball. Like there's different strength. Like I like trying to play with True Ogre because it's just like he barrels the ball down. It's fucking crazy. Gunjack is good too. But yeah, it's such a fun little mini game to have in this 2D fighting game or this 3D fighting game. One of my favorite things about Tekken is that it tries to tell like a super serious story, but it's all ridiculous. Like Eddie Gordo is a character in this game who is like he is what is that fighting style called?
Capoeira.
So it's like dance fighting, and he's like this like Jamaican dance fighter with dreads. It's like that wears like raver kid clothes. Like it's fucking goofy character by himself. But then he has an unlockable costume called Tiger Jackson, which is a disco guy. Like imagine like dude with a fro, these big sunglasses and platform shoes, and he's dance fighting. Like it's so great.
It's amazing.
And there's a fucking panda in this game.
Yes.
You can have a team of you can have a team that's called Tiger and Panda, and you are a disco dancing fighter teamed up with a literal panda. It's fucking great. It's perfect.
Or a kangaroo with boxing gloves, whose alternate skin is a raptor with boxing gloves.
Right? And it's so good. And just like some of like the normal characters look ridiculous too. Like Paul Phoenix, that dude's hair is just like the biggest high top. He looks like is that Kid or is that Play from House Party? You know, the guy has like the straight up hair.
No, I could not tell you. He looks like a constantly Super Saiyan Goku.
Yeah,
but like kind of like white trash Goku.
Yeah, oh definitely. Paul Phoenix enjoys a Bud Light, like, or a Bud Heavy probably, like.
But he's a cool character. Like they all have their own like style and personality, and it comes across.
Yeah, and there's one other thing. I don't know if you experimented with this a lot, but there's a lot of character interactions. Like when you pick a team of characters that are connected in the story, they'll have like their own like introduction that's different than normal characters, different than when you pair them up with random people. Like
can't say I noticed that.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, so I played with one of my favorite teams as I was trying to go through unlock characters was Jin and Kazuya, who like basically have the same moveset, and it fits like exact my play style. So like I would just run through people. But I noticed when you pair them together, their opening transition thing is just them like staring at each other with their arms folded. They're just like sizing each other up, even though they're about to fight on the same team. But like, if you pick Forrest Law and what's his name, Paul Phoenix, they do like a little thing because they're like connected in the story. It's cool. Like it's a cool little thing.
Fighting games always do that. They always hint at this bigger overarching story that they never talk about unless you like read the comics or whatever. You basically have to learn about it through Wikipedia articles.
Right, yeah, dude. Like, some games do it better than others. Tekken is actually one of the better ones. Like, some of their games, like, outside of Tekken Tag, they usually have a more fleshed out story mode that tries to tell a coherent story. They usually have pretty good endings. The endings in this game sucked, for the most part. Like,
awful.
They're really bad. They're always, like 30 seconds long or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the same amount of time for every character. And some of them are nonsense. Like, did you see Roger's? Roger's ending is great.
I didn't know.
Okay, Roger's ending is... So Roger, again, is the kangaroo with the boxing gloves. He's sitting on the ground with Yoshimitsu, who is this ridiculous robot with, like, a glowing sword. And they're playing rock, paper, scissors. And... Roger can only do rock every single time because he has a fucking boxing glove on. So Yoshimitsu just does paper 3 times in a row, and then Roger just like looks sad. It's the fucking weirdest thing.
And that's the contribution to the story for that playthrough.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you get. It's fucking crazy. But I think this game has so much charm. It has absolutely, like, oodles and oodles of charm. Did you ever watch this, like, the endings at the end of a arcade playthrough?
I mean, like, some of them. I usually wasn't fully paying attention at that point. Because, again, I'm not great at these. I usually had to struggle through the arcade playthrough, because it doesn't really pull any punches, especially when you get to the later stages. So
yeah,
there's a little bit of salt playing this game against the computer on my part.
Yeah. Did you what difficulty were you playing on? Just normal?
There's a difficulty setting.
Okay, so you were on normal. And yeah, it can be a little tricky. Did you ever check out like the training mode?
Yeah, I would play through the practice mode some. I would do that with like the characters I knew just to try to nail the moves better. But I was playing on a controller, which was a bit difficult to pull off some of the combos on and do the movements necessary. I understand you played an actual arcade control set.
I was not able to actually.
Oh, you weren't?
The stick that I own that I use for like all my modern fighting games is not compatible with a PS2, and I tried to like do a fix through my computer and it just wasn't working. So yeah, I was playing on pad, and I can agree I was always better with an arcade stick, but I think the game is set up fairly well for pad. Because you can just place your thumb in like the middle of the buttons, and if you kind of roll left or right, you'll hit a punch and a kick, which is the motion for grab.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can. I like to use grabs a lot, so I always had that easy convenience, and it's just like kind of figuring out what 2 buttons to press together in any direction, like up, down, left, right, or like side step and press 2 buttons, like. You just kind of have to feel out a character like that and just like do a bunch of different inputs, and it works. I think the game still controls very well. Like Tekken has never been like a sloppy controlling game, but it's hard to learn. It's still like a muscle to work out. Did you see like how in the in like the command list, like, or is it the command list? Or, sometimes they'll show like full combos basically that you can do.
Right.
And it gives you a video of it, which is the best. Like that is the best thing to do in a training mode is show what happens when the combo is done. You know.
Right, because there are so many times I'm trying to nail this combo, and it just keeps telling me, like, failed, and then I'm there thinking, what the hell is it supposed to look like when I actually do it? Because I feel like I'm hitting some kind of combo, but it's not the combo. So that does really help with the learning curve.
Yeah, and Tekken was, like, the first to do that in their training mode, and that I remember vividly when I was a kid. That helped me so much. It's like, oh, now I'm getting feedback, and it's like this. Now I know what to look for when I nail this hard combo. Like the same thing with King. Those I was talking about those chain grabs earlier.
Those are tough to nail.
And it's hard to like even know what you're doing. It's like you can't you just like kind of stumble into learning this thing. So you don't even know how many you have to do. But like I think it's like 4 or 6 different inputs that you have to do for that chain grab. It's kind of cool. Like, yeah, it's dumb. It was a dumb thing. I spent a lot of time trying to learn when I was a kid. Because I played this game so much as a little kid, and just like you, it was one of the only games I had launch PS2, right? So I would just sit there and go to the fucking lab and just like learn characters.
I never had the patience to do that, and even now it's tough to muster the patience to really take the time to like sit and learn it, because I don't really enjoy it as much as I know you enjoy it.
Yeah. It's just a different. Everyone has different likes and dislikes, right? Like I like sitting down with a game that, specifically a fighting game that I can play versus a computer and get a lot of value out of. Because like I like playing against people. But I like playing against people sitting next to me. Like playing online is really hard. You don't get a lot of, feedback into like how you're doing. Then there's always the issue of lag that could happen and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I like sitting next to somebody and playing, and but like it's hard to do that. So a game that has a robust like single player, like this game does, like Tekken Tag 2 or Tekken Tag Tournament. It has so much stuff you can do just through the arcade mode, just characters to unlock and like Tekken Bowl and different costumes. Like there's a lot of unlock. Tekken Bowl is so good, but like there's so much unlockable stuff, so it keeps pushing you to play the game. So like for a long time as a kid, it took me forever to unlock all the different stories, because I would pick like the same tag team character. Just to like run through arcade, because I was like trying to get good with those people. So like I don't know, fighting games are those type of thing where you have to like stick with the character and learn the ins and outs of it, and then like kind of branch out. But it's also tough to do because there's like 30 fucking characters in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters, a lot of unlockables.
Did you absolutely hate fighting against any characters specifically?
There was, I can't remember this one guy's name, but I felt like whenever I came across him in arcade mode, he would just pummel me. It was, I don't know, there's a bunch of unique characters, but there's also, like, half the cast just generic-looking martial artists.
Yeah.
So I can't replace this guy, but it was just, like, one of the normal-ass kung fu people. But just, like, him specifically. Oh, yep, it was Bayek. I couldn't.
Yeah,
every single time, I don't know why. He doesn't seem that unique or anything. Just crushes me.
But he has like no style whatsoever. Like you're right. He kind of looks like a Kevin Bacon with a ponytail that knows Taekwondo. Like that is him. That's his lane. But like, dude, some of the other characters are really dope though. I really like what's his name? Hwarang. The the other Taekwondo guy who's like always looks pissed off, but like really teen angsty pissed off. Like he kicks the dirt. He's like, oh jeez.
Right. He's got that like high school slice of life anime protagonist haircut.
1,000%. Oh my god, that's like right on the money.
And he has goggles on his head for no reason.
Yeah, his two costumes are either like fucking steampunk biker or like normal Taekwondo student. It's like this fucking, look at this dummy. But Jin Kazama, he looks fucking fire, dude. He's just got those pants where it's just a flame going up one leg and then just like black down the other. Oh, it looks so dope.
This game is so 90s.
It's so fucking 90s. Like the music, please tell me you love the music in this
The
game.
music is just like strangely like calm yet like weirdly like thumping and nonchalant techno music just in the background at all times.
I again, music you would not feel out of place in the Matrix.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like my favorite music on there, do you remember the snow stage where it's like
Right.
snowing in the forest?
Mhm.
That music is so odd sounding. It's so good. I should layer in some of that music in the background.
Yeah, there we go. Show off those editing chops.
Note to editor. Drop music. Did any of the other stages like stand out to you?
No, I mean, I think they're really fun, goofy stages. There's one where you're fighting, I think, in like a school parking lot. Because there's all these people in like school kid uniforms in the back, like cheering on this fight between a cyborg and whoever Kazuyaka is.
A giant panda.
Right, yeah. Right, I would be cheering that fight, I guess.
I would not want to get involved, but I would want to see it resolved.
I always thought that was hilarious. Whenever there's a stage that has people in the background who are just kind of like doing the, PS2 early 2000s background rendered character sort of dance.
Like kind of jumping up and down, but the arms kind of don't move quite right.
Right, exactly. I don't know, like as far as presentation, the music and the levels themselves aren't really... I don't know. I never felt like there was anything like special there. It is sort of weirdly quirky, but it's quirky without really being memorable.
Yeah.
Memorable.
Yeah. For me, that was like pure nostalgia. Like hearing all those songs again instantly recalled it in my mind. Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I know this song. Like I know this song completely.
I was actually surprised with how many of the characters I had completely forgotten.
Really?
Because, like I said, like there's a lot of unique characters, like
There's a ton
Yoshimitsu
of
with his
characters.
glowing sword, Alex and Roger, the boxing animals, Eddie Gordo with his cool fighting style and like that weird like kick spin he does and stuff like that. There are some really unique characters, but of this 39 player cast, about 20 of them are just like generic looking kung fu
Like-
people.
Lee is like the worst.
Mhm.
Lee Xiaolong, he's awful. I like Lei Wulong, who's like the Jackie Chan kind of dude.
Mhm.
He's a lot of fun. I used to play with him a lot.
Yeah,
the characters
he's one of the characters I just forgot existed until I played it again.
that's crazy. The characters that I completely forgot about were Michelle and Julia, because they have like the exact same fighting style basically,
Yeah.
but they're two independent characters for some reason. Completely forgot they existed.
Right.
Completely forgot about them.
That's what I think is just one of the, as far as fighting games are concerned, one of the drawbacks of Tekken's more relative to other fighting genres, not relative to, I think, games as a whole, but relative to fighting games, it's more grounded combat style and characters. So, as far, again, I feel like I have to keep saying that it's among fighting games just because they're so bizarre in and of themselves and colorful.
Yeah.
But Tekken has a more realistic graphic style. The character models are like proportional to real humans for the most part, and since there aren't any weapons or like energy blasts for the most part, that kind of specialty move like a Hadouken isn't present. So I think Tekken is less memorable than other more colorful fighting games like Street Fighter, which is more stylized, and Smash Bros, which is just, a bunch of different IPs coming together from memorable games, so that makes the characters and the stages more involved. And then there's something like Tekken that can kind of fade into the back more because it's not as fantastical.
Yeah, and I think you're hitting the nail right on the head in the sense that, like, fighting games are a little weird. It takes kind of a specific type. It takes a very specific kind of person to, like, really dig deep into a fighting game, and that's not for everybody. Like that's and like Tekken is one of those games that's like, just like you were saying, one of the harder ones to get into because you don't have that nostalgia piece tied to it like you do with Smash Brothers, and like you were saying, Street Fighter I think is more part of the zeitgeist in general than a Tekken is. People will be able to point out Ryu way faster than they point out like Jin Kazama,
right? Who are supposed to be like the series mascots, and
yeah,
it's I like that you feel that way as well, but it makes something all the more confusing. So I felt like that way, like in the Zeitgeist and Evo and stuff like that. Tekken's always sort of like in the second or third tier as far as notoriety, and even we right now are having a difficult time really describing all of it, but Tekken is the highest selling fighting game franchise.
What? Really?
Yes, yeah.
No fucking way.
So the highest fighting game sales are Street Fighter 2 on top, bar none, just so much more than the next. Then Smash Bros. Brawl, and then Smash Bros. For 3DS, Street Fighter 4, and then Tekken 3 is the fifth highest selling fighting game. But then for franchises, I found two different lists, I think, depending on what you would classify as a fighting game franchise. But it's Tekken, number 1, and number 2 is actually Dragon Ball. And then next is Street Fighter, then Smash Bros., then Mortal Kombat.
That's very interesting.
But it always seems like Tekken's like third or second fiddle to the Street Fighters and the Smash Bros. I was floored that it's the highest selling franchise.
So 3D fighters are kind of like that, like they're the redheaded stepchildren. Like, I think even more so than Smash is. Like, in the fighting game community, it's really all about the 2D fighters. It's usually Street Fighter. Now it's DBZ Fighters.
Yeah.
It's like that's kind of taking spot as like the premier 2D fighting game right now. But yeah, you're right. Tekken is always kind of pushed away. But like, they've usually been pretty good games. Like Tekken 1 was revolutionary for its time. Tekken 2 just did it better. Tekken 3 kind of pulled everything together, because Tekken 3 is when they introduced Jin, when they introduced Eddie Gordo, I think Hwoarang, that was his first game. Like, they introduced a shit ton more characters, and then they had this like Force mode, which was like a that was like a 2D, not 2D, it was like a 3D. It was like a beat 'em up. It was kind of like a beat 'em up.
Oh,
where,
yeah?
like, where you would do like the actual game moves against like filler characters, basically, and they play through that. So that was kind of cool. They also had, I think it was called Tekken Ball, which was like almost like a volleyball mode. Yeah, dude, Tekken is fucking goofy. It's goofy. So like 3 is when all that shit started to happen, and then ever since, I think about like right around like Tekken 5 or Tekken 6, that the series kind of dipped a little bit in terms of quality. But now this newest one is like, so there's an epic like cinematic story mode that's supposed to be actually really good. They put in Akuma from Street Fighter. They put in Noctis from the newest Final Fantasy. Geese Howard from King of Fighters. Who else is in this game? There's somebody else that's like kind of crazy. I can't remember.
That's another kooky thing with fighting games I love that Soul Calibur always does, is they'll bring in characters from other franchises.
3D fighters, for some reason, were the first to like really start doing the cameo character. But yeah, you're right. Like
fighting games are so goofy.
They're so great, dude.
Come
so join weird. The dark side.
Fighting games are so weird.
It's the best over here, man. It's the best. Fighting games are great. I'm gonna make you play another one. I'm like at first I was gonna make you play Street Fighter Alpha, but I'm thinking like go even deeper cut.
Yeah, in like writing my notes for this episode, I did think of a couple other fighting games I played in my much younger adolescence that we might play further down the line. So there will probably be some more fighting games on our docket. So this is not the last you'll hear of our interesting point and counterpoints on fighting games.
Jake, my sole purpose of this podcast now is to get you into playing a fighting game. We have to figure out how to play against each other and get some a regular session in, because that's when it gets really fun. When you develop a rivalry with somebody. I had that in high school. My buddy Noel Castro, shout out if you're listening, Noel. Me and him used to play. We would go to the mall arcade and play Tekken, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and was it Street Fighter? It was like SNK versus Capcom Chaos, it was called SVC Chaos. We used to play that shit all the time against people. It was great. Oh my god, it was so good. And he used to beat the shit out of me. Oh my god.
Which is how it would be if we played. You would just smother me every time.
But for me, it always gave me an Everest to climb. I was he's gonna beat me 90% of the time. But when I start to get those wins, it feels good every single time. And when you can get that to be a 50-50 matchup, it's the best feeling in the world, you feel progress,
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you've kind of learned a bit of a skill in that moment. But it's fun, man. Fighting games. Woo!
Fighting games. Well, what would you give this fighting game? What's your rating for Tekken Tag Tournament?
I would give Tekken Tag Tournament for the PlayStation 2 64 fighting panda bears out of a dancing disco guy.
There we go. Well,
that doesn't make any sense.
Well, they never do, Tony. So this is difficult for me because I can recognize that this is a solid fighting game, great aesthetic, easy controls to learn, difficult to master sort of thing, but still I'm just not into fighting games. So I guess personally rating it, I'd give it 2.5 bowling boxing kangaroos out of 5.
Wow, 2.5.
It's a good game, but it's not my good game.
I like this game. This game's real good.
I respect this game. I don't really like it though.
Okay. I like you peeled an edge. You guys ripped that motherfucker off. You're gonna love fighting games, Jake.
Maybe
get you there.
Maybe someday. Well, you know who other than fighting games, the thing that we love, Tony?
What's that?
Our fans. And
oh!
we have gotten our first legitimate fan email, unless this is just another elaborate prank from you.
No. Man, that's fantastic. I go back and listen to that episode. That was great. Viewer mail.
Viewer mail. So this is from our Gmail of heyilikethatgame@gmail.com. Feel free to reach out to us. We appreciate everything we get, even if it's from Tony. Hi, I'm a big fan of your podcast. You guys are so great. I really enjoyed the Elite Beat Agents episode. Thank you. I also enjoyed that episode.
Alright, so this is Jake writing his own email.
No, this one is not for me. This one is not for me. On the note of rhythm games, can I send a request for you to do one of the Guitar Hero or Rock Band games? That would be so awesome to hear a podcast on. Thanks. Sincerely, your number one fan.
Oh, Rock Band or something? We could do that.
I think that'd be pretty neat.
Which one would you want to do?
The one I played the most was Guitar Hero 2.
So, I don't think I never owned Guitar Hero 2. I had Guitar Hero 3, so I'd be down to do Guitar Hero 2.
I think that'd be a good game to play.
Okay.
Well,
okay. do you want to do this viewer one first, or do you want to have 2 games so we have 2 episodes hanging out
Ooh.
in the ether?
How about we'll do Guitar Hero 2 will be my next game, but in the interim we'll do whatever you have in the chamber for your game.
Why don't we do a combo episode next time?
Well, depending on what game you pick, that could be really really
we can make this
broad.
work. So the next game that I want us to play is a little game called Mega Man 8.
Mega Man 8, very related to Guitar Hero.
Yes, very much so. This is gonna,
Oh God!
gonna fit.
Oh, I have to play Mega Man.
Woo!
I already hate
Mega
you.
Dude, Mega Man 8, first one for the PS1, I believe.
Oh, it's a PlayStation one?
It's a PlayStation 1. So
God.
This is the last Mega Man before they took like a hiatus kind of with that. Before they went back to Mega Man 9, that went back to like, the Super 8-bit look. This is a good Mega Man. This is a sleeper, awesome Mega Man. So next time I like that game, Guitar Hero 2 and Mega Man 8. That if you add those together, you get a 10. Perfect 10.
Perfect 10 episode every single time, including next time on Hey, I Like That Game.